What does she drive like? Pretty good. Doesn't want to start very nicely, to be fair. So you have to hold the key, and it goes, and then it kind of catches, and then eventually it's all right. My other car, I had it from 103,000 miles, and it's done about 140 now, that one, and I'd had it serviced, fully serviced every year and quite well looked after since I got it, and that never, apart from not starting that last time and causing me to snap my Achilles tendon, it would always start on the button, first twist of the key. So that's the aim for this one, get it to that as well. That's next Thursday, so a week today, it's going in for a full service. Next Friday, it's going on a T4 diagnostic machine, courtesy of somebody in the MG Rover club, which is good. Also going to give me a quote because the bonnet has got 2 large rust patches either side of where the grille kind of goes. Not that the grille's attached to the bonnet, but you know what I mean. And it's eaten all the way through the outer layer, the outer skin. So at the moment, I'm not sure whether that's a patch-up job or a new bonnet and a respray. Rang a couple of places, and for the most part, so far the reactions have been, new bonnet and respray, yeah, not patch up the rust, because the one place said, well, we don't really touch rust anymore. What? What's happened to the world? My dad was forever patching up rust holes on our cars all the way through my youth, and now we don't do it anymore. We just dump the car because it's got a little bit of rust in it because you live near the sea and it's salty and you don't clean your car enough or you don't look after it and you throw it away. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? That helps the planet. So, rescuing old cars, that's what it's about. Keep them going, yeah? And then when the government say, no, you can't have a car anymore that runs on petrol, no, you've got to have an electric one. Take your old car and convert it to an electric car. Yeah, don't buy Elon Musk's new piece of poop. That weirdo. Jeez. Don't need to give him any more money. Right. Anyway, rant over. I'm going to go and get some shopping because I've got to make a curry later. One other thing I forgot to mention about this car that I really do like is it's got fancy wheels. So my other Rover 75 had, which was blue, by the way, midnight blue, which is quite a nice colour. This one's copper leaf red and I really like it. But this one has got 17-inch serpent alloy wheels, which look really cool, and they're big. For this car, they were the biggest one they did, unless you had an MG version of this, the ZT. I think you could get bigger wheels on those. Get aftermarkets, obviously, that are bigger, but do you really want to do that? Not really. Spoils the look of the car, so I'd rather stay OEM, original stuff. So this has got the top of the range serpent alloy wheels in, which is kind of a combination between like a Union alloy, which was the ones with the straights, and a hairpin, because it's got like curved bits in it as well. So they look really nice. And that was a pleasant surprise. I think I've covered everything. But the car does keep coming up with little other things to surprise me. Good things mostly. So yeah, next week, full service, T4 diagnostic, quote for the bonnet. Might have to get a new bonnet. Then I need to get the switch pack, the IPK pack for the sat nav and all that stuff, which is 130 quid. But then once those things are done, then it'll be any other quirks that we find. Probably in the service, loads of stuff will come up. It looks to me like the exhaust box is pretty rotten, although the other one I had was a lot worse before that had to get replaced, so maybe it'll be alright. I looked underneath the car as much as I could. It looked fairly straight, it's a bit dirty, and there's a couple of, well, the rear part of the sill seems to go on these cars, seems to be a weak point, and they're both sort of blown out a little bit, so there's obviously some corrosion underneath there. But it's not, certainly not, you know, MOT failure or anything at the moment. So I'll keep an eye on that and probably replace those as well. And then, yeah, then it'll be, well, these cars are notorious for suspension parts, especially front suspension. So, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I'm going away now. Bye.